No. Looks like my last video, I did not turn my mic on. Anyway, I took that video down, and then I guess I was tired, so I missed a special nightcast. I missed the special nightcast. Oh, I didn't realize I was tired, but I'll pay attention more at night. Now that I know there's little surprise ninja casts going on. So I'm busting out this old classical again. I have it on delay chorus. Whoa, trippiness. Wow. There's only so much reading I can handle, you know what I mean? That's why it's cool to freestyle. And very soon, I think it's time to start going on adventures. So the idea is I'm getting an action camera. Can I live stream? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe I can use my laptop. I don't know. But I thought it would be fun to go on little adventures, like different places, you know, see what the natural sound of the landscape is, that type of stuff. I think I have a good feed. You know, sometimes I feel older than stone, as wise women in the woods say. She told me easy, pushing too hard, need to release the tension, no. Remember, I got a healing hand in a desperate land. Oh, heart song on the breeze. It's easy on the way, you know. On a deep down folk soul, you said, won't be too loud. Oh, it's easy, you know. It's easy on the breeze as it goes. But maybe one day I see you, saw you in a vision. Oh, you're my dream. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't an illusion. Hey. Alone in the woodland. Oh. Was a queen. Oh. She taught me all I need to know. Do you remember wisdom well? Tree flaming well, they say. Well, I know I'm in a small corner, but they there's still some folk soul left. Well, if there ain't too many, then we gotta have potency. Potency, yeah. Harder than a diamond, whoa. Heart of a diamond, no. Got infinite love. Hottest element in the universe, hey. Folk soul, density of light, shining in the sun. Oh, I'm halfway here and halfway there, in the other world. But I know I'm skating on ice, they say. And see the lines like the web of word, shooting out in all directions, like a web of light. And they can have their web of lies, but I know it's all about the light of love and truth anyway. So it's easier, even if there's only one folk soul that sees me anyway. I know it's shining on in the night time, in the night and in the day. Wish I was sitting by the pond with you. Sweet love is what he said. He said true love was the only thing he ever wanted anyway. Made of stone, I'm like a tree, got layers you see. Shanty on the wave, shanty on the wave. Think I saw you floating in the air. Hey, hey, sang about it a while ago. I think they called her, you know what I mean. They call her the witch of the wood, wood and stone, blood and bone. So go on, day. I could see it's on. I started that story long ago. Original. And I saw it in a dream. I'll tell you again. Crystal was floating above the table. Energy, levitation. Inside the crystal was original language, ancient in the way. But maybe that was just a dream. Had the same dream several times, and maybe it's not just a dream anymore. Maybe it's a vision. Oh, I can see it. walking down the path you see. Grandmother, grandfather, I was deep in the woodland, oh, surrounded on all sides by trees, walking my path down the road, see, trailblazing. Looked to the sky, I saw the falcon overhead. Was there when I saw her shine? Just said I was once like you. Oh, was a wise woman in the woodland. Oh, I see the language appear on my skin, light of love and truth, a folk soul. Look down, what is this I see? Oh, vision in the crystal cave, going deep down, you know. They told me the original crown was wood and stone, but I would wear a wood crown. Robin, I owe WoodStone, I am. Oh, think my father knew, say, name me after one of the greatest folk souls that's ever been. Call him Robin of the Wood and Stone. Wood and stone. I know the wisdom appeared. Saw the dark druid in the distance be. You would give me the knowledge and wisdom which you have. I know not how you have gained such things, but I will have what you have. It begun to penetrate my mind and copy every thought I had. Stoic in my way, as my father had taught me long ago. He knew he was calling a folk soul to be true. Oh, said, get back from me. I choose love, truth, and wisdom in the light of my folk soul. I won't choose your dark soul of betrayal and lies, and you know, yeah. I stand my ground, oh, easy on the way. It was then the wind began to blow. I could feel the power surround me and fill me as the language appeared upon my skin. It was the language of the ancients that had never been seen before. Long ago, and the ancient folks so called, heart and soul and ember and heart's flame. Everyone's got an ember in the heart and soul, but you gotta choose freely to be a folk soul. Saw the falcon overhead, trying to tell me it's coming down. Spiral above, spiral on down. Oh, there was just one alone. Next time I saw him, there was two hawks flying in the sky. I will never tell you anything, and you can't take the power, 'cause you gotta be loved to have love, and that is the ultimate power. Oh, love of a folk soul. Deep down, deep dive, deep diving with the love of a good woman. Oh, yeah. Ancient on the waves it goes, and you feel. Said you gotta be tested, pass the test, you know. You wanna find a real folk soul, I know. Hey, so a jewel in the rock and a key to the gateway. Oh, it was then I saw the circle on the ground. Stone and wood, they say, in the grove over yonder be. Oh, the dark druid came. She said, root down, down. It was then an orb had surrounded me as the dark druid came to approach. A blast of light shot out as he scattered away into the night. He swore, by oath he would return to destroy all folk souls everywhere. Yeah, you can't destroy infinite love, 'cause it's indestructible. You make me indestructible, immortal, an immortal folk soul. That's what the witch of the woods said anyway. Oh, witch in the way, told you it was easy. Oh, wave. Deep down, deep down, deep down. The circle began to glow. As the flash went out, I had vanished, reappeared. A another part of the forest I'd never been before. I had teleported through some kind of gateway. Something had drawn me there. Yes, we know. Was the witch of the wood. Grandmother said there'd be a woman in the wood calling out for me to show. Can you hear? She said she'd be deep in the wood. She was the witch of the wood, but they had come to bind her to a tree. Left her for dead 3 days, and her heart was almost gone. Her heart was low to the ground. Said, I could feel you. Said, I called you here. I unbound her from the tree. Oh, said, I'm very weak, but could you gather some medicine from the oak tree? Medicine over yonder peak. Yes, I will. She said I had nothing left, so I called my true love, and you came. It was a healing hand. Oh, took her around the fire. Yeah. As a medicine, she said. She said, in 3 days we must go. Yeah. Dark Druid's gonna come on back. He's coming back. Is that why I came for you? She said, I'm the witch of the ward. I know. I'm the most witchy witch in this world. That's why I came for me. I warned you. I sent it through the web of word. And the wisdom will. It's easy on to say. Yeah. Healing hand in a rough land. She said, I'm feeling a little better now. I must take you to the crystal cave. For vision. You see, I'll show you deep down the ancient way. I'm calling to the ancient way. Ain't no game, no. Easy on the way. Give it all away, but I won't give her away. was a vision long ago. I know there'll be a quarter down, be the true-hearted way of a folk soul. Be a true-hearted woman and a true-hearted man. Vision on the way. Times I wish I could just go there now. You take me to Elfland. Oh. Hear a funny story. This guitar I actually found. Someone abandoned it on the street. They didn't want it. I found it out in front of Barnes and Noble when I was working at ice rink. And I was like, oh, cool. But it had obviously been abandoned, so you know what I'm saying. Outside, just left there. Switch instruments, but going to go over here to little junior buddy. You know what's nice? I found that little wooden painted witch, and I saved it from these decorations I found. But most of the time you see it, it's an ugly looking witch that looks like shit, but not this. This is like, I don't know. It's a little kitty, but I don't care. You know, put it out for Samhain this year. And I started doing that. Like, I won't put up any representations of witches looking ugly. It pisses me off, so I won't do it. But I would just show this again because I like it. Oh my God. Come on, it's awesome. You know it. Look at that shit. It's solid wood. You know what I mean? She lost one of her bows, I guess, you know. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, I remember I went goth, okay. So one year, I think I was like 16 or something. My youngest sister, I asked her, you know, what she wanted to be for Halloween, and I said, well, what about a gothic princess or, you know, a witch? So she was a little kid, and my sister's she's a redhead. I'll just say that, and I don't give out too much information, but just saying. So I dress her. She's dressed up. She's got her little dress and her little witch's hat, and I was just like, even back then, I didn't realize that I was liberating my sister without even knowing. You know what I mean? It was just inherent. And so the funny thing too is every single child, or in my family, brothers, sisters, whatever, all left Mormonism. Every single one. Wow. So I'm like, none of us were like, oh, yay. So then again, no one in my family served a mission. I left at as a teenager, 15, 16, and, I was phasing out. By 16, done. Full blown, all black, witch's boots. I did not want anything. I'm like, as far away as possible from this horse shit. And I was looking at these guys. I'm like, I'm not going to say who they were, but the top end leaders of the Mormon church. And I'm sorry, they just started to look like freaks to me. I'm like, what the hell are these golem-like impish creatures? I know what I'm saying? Like, how, because I'm not inbred. I'm like, I'm going to get myself in trouble. They're going to come and find me. We heard you talking shit. We know. Oh, well. Oh, my God. What am I going to do? Ha, 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 ha. Should I talk about it? Okay. Maybe I'll talk about it. So, I'm not going to say who it was specifically. But so, a group of people, this is the story I heard. They were doing some kind of ritual, whatever. So, they had destructive energy. And so, I guess the collective energy of everybody in the room, because you usually have a suckler alpha at the top that's trying to take in all the energy or something. So whatever, that's just my opinion. So they blew up a crystal. At least that's what they said. During that, the crystals shattered. But I'm going, that's not a good symbol. That's not a good sign. That means you did something wrong, right? Because if the energy was balanced, you wouldn't have blown up a crystal. Just saying. So that's when it's just the people in the room and they're harvesting energy from those people. They're not actually connected to anything. Now, your folk root, that is different. Of course, this is according to BobCat's opinion. I'm not the authority on anything. I just say the authority on myself. Try not to get too loud with it. We'll see. Anyway, so I didn't actually participate in shit. I just like, okay, I'll look this up. I went down to the local pagan place, whatever. I'll walk in. I'm walking around. Okay, looking around. Okay. I'm not a part of any of these groups. I'm not in any of their cliques. I just went down to observe to see what was up. And that was what I heard. But what I noticed when I was down there is it was super clicky. So it's a prejudged situation where they are not going really with their intuition. And that was what was interesting to me, is it was like very much they're into their little group, and then they have their little alpha of that group that runs whatever. So I'm there, and there was a British guy that happened to be there, yes, in Utah. And he, I guess, was running the ritual. He was some high level whoever. But the vibe did not feel grounded. It felt very narcissistic. And so to me, that's useless. What are you doing with energy? You are feeding an ego. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm solitary, or I'd be very picky about who I would be doing energy work with. Probably better off doing it on your own, meditating. And that it keeps you protected. That shields you. But if not, then your boundaries are down and you will be easily influenced. So if there are nasties in the astral realm, they can easily play you. See what I'm saying? Just like I laugh sometimes because I think, what if there are like they're beings, but they can pretend to be like, whatever. So they'll be like messing with these. I was just imagining like these Mormon missionaries are like, oh yes, and save us, Jesus, and like these beings from the astral realm are like coming to screw with them and like, make them do silly shit. I don't know. The Lord told me that if I take a dump and eat it, then I will be saved. Like, no, you won't. I'm sorry, that was not good. I'm just saying, that's how I feel. So I just consider that, because they're like, by faith. Okay, well, by faith means somebody from the astral realms, because you did not take the responsibility to develop your spiritual abilities, and you are a follower, then you are easily controlled. Do we see how this works? I do. So these guys, most of them are multi-generational, right? Or they've been programmed into the religion, but they didn't actually seek anything out. Okay. Which is the precise reason why I rejected it and formed my own rite of passage. Now, fortunately, my father embellished, well, not embellished, what am I talking about? Imbued folk soul into our lives. But I had an interesting tangent thought in the time that I'm on here. Okay. Smaug the dragon in D&D, how are they related? Okay. The red dragon is considered to be chaotic evil, right? Now, you consider Nordic and Welsh myth, specifically Welsh myth. And the red, I think it was the red and the white dragon, right? In different symbology. So I'm like, well, what's up with this? With the red dragon constantly being shown as evil, and then it being infused into D&D. Before all of my years of study, I wouldn't have, connected that or even thought about it. But okay, so here's another thought. Alignments. You can apply this to people. So you have what was I thinking? Neutral good. But you have lawful good. So what is true lawful good? Does that mean you just do whatever the law of the land is and what the king says? No, not if the king or queen is not in alignment with the true sovereignty of the land, then therefore they are not the true king. All right? So I read the rest of that story, and there's a stone of truth, the Leophil, right? And they're supposed to sing out if the true king had, what was it, sat on the stone or something like that. But only if it was the true sovereign. And that means that you love your people and that you would fully commit yourself to the land. Well, if that's true, then we haven't had a true king in a long, long, long time, right? And rule through might, right, is what's up, not rule through virtue and honor. Because, in my opinion, there's only a veneer of that. Behind the curtain, it's just straight up viciousness and domination, but that is my opinion. So what do? What is really ruling political affairs? Money and weapons, right? That's what it is. So it is might over the true right, RITE. Got it? meaning the true sovereign, both the goddess and the god. But originally, the land was seen as the goddess, right? And the king had to be in a divine marriage with the goddess of sovereignty. And so the queen would be an earthly representation, this is my opinion, of that. And that's why I'm saying once you get in tune, you can be in tune with your match. But if your match is not in tune with you and they do not freely choose you, then that's it. But I would feel if there's a web of word that you would eventually attune to your match if you are seeking true love. But if you are seeking greed, then that will not happen. You'll end up with Mr. Slick Talk and you will lose true love. And that would be a great loss because that is not for a little while, that's forever. Now, you could possibly regain it, but wouldn't you rather get in the fast lane? I would. Why waste my time screwing around with like like a whole bunch of different women? What's the point? I don't do that. I don't give a shit about it. I want true love or nothing, and that's what I've decided. So why waste my time? And is it difficult, maybe a little bit of a risk to be so honest? Yeah, sure. But why hold back and be fake? I don't see the point. And if this is what I have, right, then it is what it is. So nice. So I changed the tuning just slightly. But I said, what is going to be worth it for me in life? Well, let's see. Health and longevity. That does not mean being a billionaire. That's not going to happen. Okay, for me, it's not going to happen. But I could have true love and be able to live and at least, survive, more than survive, you know what I'm saying, but not over the top to the point where you have burnt yourself out on your career. And it's no longer a passion, it's become a task, right? I want to keep the passion going, like the fire in your head, right? As they talk about with the poets. Well, I guess I got that. I think I have multiple bonfires in there. I have to control it, though. You know what I'm saying? The creative fire. Oh. See, prior to being triggered by that supposed friend of mine, I didn't hurt myself or anyone else. I just got tired of being in the city. That's all. Came back to my senses. But somebody, he pushed every button he could find. And I do mean every button. Because we'd known each other from our circle, but he was a scumbag. He had no honor. And I didn't know that. He'd hidden it for years. So I tracked down his lady and I talked to his ex-girlfriend. And she told me that, he does that. So he siphoned, I don't know. $1,500 off of me or something. And it was on the premise that we were going to, and I know I'm repeating, to Hawaii to celebrate the life of a friend of mine who had committed suicide there. And so he used that as an emotional trigger. So I kept sending him money. I was like, oh yeah, I won't worry about it. It'll be fine. He's a good friend. But there was interference prior to that. I was getting weird vibes, and eventually something felt off. And so he calls me back and he goes, oh, I got robbed. Oh yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. I called him out on that shit. And you could tell he wasn't that freaked out. It was bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, let me talk to the officer. He's like, oh yeah, I'll have to have him call you back. That never happened. Nope. Even to the point of using his own daughter's passing as a manipulation tool. I said, wow, what the hell happened? And why would you get that low? And I don't know, it blew my mind. Because I don't live like that. I live according to virtue, and I would never do that to someone. But it was done to me. And so I look at it as a rite of passage in a way where that is out of my way now. Because prior to that, I was already working toward music, and it's an avenue for self-healing, helping other people. Venting from my dad's passing, and remembering him as well. And that's why folk culture is a big deal to me. It's everything to me. And maybe to some people that's weird. I don't care. It's what makes me happy. It's better than being depressed, I'll tell you that. And I'm not a big mopey moper, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, how can you move forward, do what you love, and not put it on a shelf and let it become dusty? All right, to change position. Oh yeah. So for a while, my voice was shut down, like all the stress and tension. And then over the last like several months, I've been opening my voice more and more, cutting back on cigarettes, and eventually, get to the point where my activity level is high enough that I don't want to smoke. So that means activity, getting active, right? And that boosts endorphins in your body, right? But I really feel emotional health affects a lot. And adjusting my mood and figuring out what's going on, use your triggers in a positive way instead of pinballing. You go, okay, well, this happened, so how can I reform that and use it to help me, rather than you just collapse and go, it's the end of the world, whatever. So if you're coming my way, I'll be down, and I'm keeping it cool, baby. Ooh, keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it cool, yeah. I saw you in the woodland. Saw you in the woodland. Try to pay closer attention to ear to the ground, to the witch in the woodland. Oh, what about? rich in the woodland, yeah. Ooh, getting raw fingertips, but I still go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know I'm just a wild man in the woodland, just a green man, but I feel the root down into the ground. Oh, root down, root down, root down. On the mountain side, keep it wise, around the oak tree, 'cause the sun's coming round the bend, it be coming round the oak tree, where the wisdom is cool. Alrighty. Feel pretty good, other than some tension. Oh, but it's all good. What shall we do? What shall we trip out on? Give myself a ride up. Am I fired yet? I think I am. They fired me. Told me it's all over. Did you hear that? I said Elfland through the harmonica. It was cool. I know. You're like, he's a freak show. I know. Oh well. Better than being boring, I guess. Not quite. I think I missed one of the holes here. Okay. All right. Robin away, Robin away, Robin I, oh I am I. Wood and stone, 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 stone. Root down, 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 down. All right. Remember, keep it wise. Round the oak tree, baby. Yeah. Circle round, oh, to heart's flame, oh, heart's flame, oh. Thank you for hanging out. There's audio. Did you hear it? I heard it. Okay. She's like, not yet. Okay. You must finish well, sir. Okay, fine. Seagull? Okay, I haven't played Seagull yet. Oh, I get too many guitars out here. I'm just going to have a circle of instruments, you know, different sizes and grades. One more for the road. There'll be trouble on the horizon. It'll be alright. Got the heart's flame. Only love remains. Oh, only love remains. Only love remains. Like a burning flame. Only love remains. Oh, only love remains. Like a burning flame. It's easy on the wave. Oh, 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 heart's flame. Easy on the way. Easy on the way. Singing our Captain I. Heart's flame shine on folks on mountain I know. Hail to the mountain. Oh, hail to the mountain I know. Got the amber to burn, said folks on the mountain, weary as I am, I do it for true love, do it for true love, true love. Oh, heart's flame, heart's flame. Do it for true love, all the way. So go around. Heart's flame, circle round, oh.